Hello and welcome. As you probably guessed, I am MotherAzure, but you can also call me Maria. And I'm back again with another pick card. Now, this is a message to you from Spirit. I'm gonna say this before I get into, the piles. Spirit wanted me to tell you to choose a sign. Now, by sign, it could be anything that you want, because maybe you will see it in this pick card. So that could be confirmation for you about something. You can ask for anything. It could be an animal, a color, or I don't know, anything. Okay, so just keep that in mind, because that's what I was told. I thought about it, and they said that, so Spirit said that. So we have pile 1, 2, and 3. In pile 1 we have a Unokite. For pile 2 we have Sodalite. And for pile 3 we have a Hematite. So you can pause the video right now to pick your pile, and I'll see you whichever you choose. Hello, if you picked pile 1 with the Unokite, this is your reading. I didn't say this before because I always forget what I'm gonna say. If we asked for an actual sign, it could be within this reading, or maybe you could see it outside of the reading. But what I mean by that is you could see it later, or in your surroundings, or whatever that the case may be. Just ask for a sign, maybe for something that you wanna confirm, or from Spirit, and it's gonna be given to you. Okay, so we have all of these. I pre-shuffled these. I didn't look at them, so I'm gonna see them for the first time with you. These cards, I don't know why they wanted me to pick one of these for each group, but I'm gonna put it here in the middle. Maybe it's a direct answer to a question that you have, or something of the sort. Okay, so let's get into it. This one, you got choose a new direction. Interesting. I'm gonna bring it closer to you, because maybe even the sign that you asked for is in these cards, because I don't use this deck too much because it's not mine. So let's see what else. You also got trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Then you got Whale and Orca Elders. Hear your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. We have a lot of cards, okay? Everyone does. So you got Sacriel, Angel of Memory. Let me move these. Okay. Then you got Gabriel, Angel of Heralds. A herald is like a messenger or something, which makes sense why it would be Gabriel. So, and then you got Gentleness, Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time, so surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. You got Prioritize, Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities that will help you get organized and motivated. And then you got Counselor, Archangel Azrael. You're a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. And then for your tarot, we got Temperance. Oh yeah, I always forget to say things, oh my goodness. Yeah, this deck is a little bit graphic, so I'm sorry about that. You got the 7 of Wands. You got the 10 of Wands. You got the Devil. And then you got the 5 of Swords. Okay. So the first thing I'm seeing here, and I'm gonna tell you that I say what I see. I'm not trying to make things pretty for people. So I'm just gonna say whatever Spirit is telling me. With the choose a new direction card, which is kind of like the focus of the reading, I feel like maybe you've had a lot of there's a high chance that you've had a lot of karmic situations. A lot of them probably with people. I mean, we all have, but I feel like maybe you feel like you've been through so many karmic stuff that it's kind of like you want to get a break already. So like, kind of like, give me a break, and you just send me something that's not karmic, that's not related to my lessons and stuff like that. Spirit is saying to trust the timing. I know that's very, 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 angering sometimes. So it's like, trust me, and like you're like, why should I trust you? It's a difficult process, okay? And Spirit is telling you specifically to be level-headed at this time with this Temperance card right here, and to be very aware of your surroundings, because I feel like maybe you have had karmic situations, but the thing is that some of some people that you've had karmic situations with may they either they're still in your life and are still causing some type of havoc, just messing around with your life, um, or they left already, but their energy was left behind. Okay, because with this devil and this Five of Swords right here, I feel like they could be talking about you, okay? About yourself, you and your negative thoughts and stuff like that, because we do have memory, we have gentleness and all that, but it feels like it's coming from both ends. So either from yourself or or from other people that maybe left their energy behind and it wasn't that great, right? Now, there's a lot here about your mind with this Five of Swords specifically and the devil. It's like you feel like you're constantly fighting, like some type of battle. It could be against other people, against yourself. Spirit is saying to start. It's kind of like, don't see it as a fight, because sometimes, well, most of the time, when you fight things, specifically if it's yourself, you encounter even more resistance. Okay, and if it is about yourself, because we do have the Counselor card here, and this energy is yours and nobody else's, and I feel like you'll be aware of that. Let's say that you're struggling with some type of negative pattern or bad habit, or maybe even a mental illness, and it's kind of like you're kind of fighting it. The thing with that is that the more you fight it, the more it's gonna fight back with you, because I heard listen to it. Let's say that this is an example here. But let's say that you have anxiety stemming from an inner child wound. Okay, so that's whenever you have these reactions that you're trying to fight. Maybe you get panic attacks or like a lot of anxiety around certain people or in certain places. It's frustrating, but try to ask yourself why that happens, because sometimes we're not exactly sure why it came about, why that's happening right now, and I feel like it's telling you something. So if you look at what's happening and you listen to it, you listen to that feeling, even though it's uncomfortable, you're probably gonna find out why it happens, and you're gonna find a way to stop that. Okay, and this is really interesting, because before I picked this files, I didn't say it because I thought, again, maybe it was my own head, but now it makes sense. For each of the piles, well, actually, no, it was just for pile 1 and pile 3 that I got this. It was something along the lines of the courage of, and it said like a different word for pile 1 and pile 2. For your pile, it was the courage, or to have the courage to keep going, if that makes sense. So, Spirit is saying here to not give up at any point. That this is probably going to be difficult, but try to be gentle with yourself and try again to focus on your highest priorities. But you need to trust Spirit, and you need to trust the universe, because it's not you versus them, it's not you versus the universe. Okay, the more you try to fight it, or let's say blame yourself or blame Spirit, or you're building this resentment inside yourself, and that's again hurting you in the long run, because you have kind of like this Temperance card and the Seven of Swords, that's Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands, I see it as someone who again keeps going, this resilience and moving forward. But you have also the Ten of Wands, so it's kind of like things have been piling up on you, and the reason Spirit is giving you this message is because they see that you are struggling and that you're in this energy right here, and they don't want you to go here, because the Ten of Wands can easily turn into this, right? Because it's just a lot of burden, a lot of things that you're carrying on your back, and it can, I heard a specific word, hold on, fuel, negative patterns. So it could be making it harder for you to let go of this energy, regardless of if it's yours or someone else's. and that can lead to this Five of Swords energy, which they're showing me a specific Five of Swords with this card from another deck that I have from the Starseers Tarot, I believe is the name. Where the person is kind of like a battle, but in their mind they have like this crow on their perched on their shoulder, and it's kind of like as if the crow is, you know, telling him stuff that's not first of all, it's not true. Things that are not true, and things that are really negative, okay? So you need to let go here, especially I'm going to show you Sacriel here. He's the angel of memory, but this angel specifically talks about how old memories are let go of for new memories to come in, right? So there's a need for you to let go of these ones, right? And follow your intuition here. Again, trust the timing. Gabriel, okay, you could be getting like a message. It could be communication, but I feel like maybe it's not even communication from a person. It could be specific communication from your spirit team, your spirit guides, who could be trying to reach you, but maybe because you're blocked like this in this Ten of Wands energy, you're having issues with receiving their messages, okay? Do look up the meaning of the Unokai. I do not know what the exact meanings of the crystals are. I'm not very attracted to crystals, but I still use them, so that will be helpful for you. When it says choose a new direction, I don't feel like Spirit is saying that the direction in which you're going is incorrect, though it could be, because it seems to be leading to this, and we don't want that. It could simply be referring to holding on, and holding on in the sense of not letting not giving up, right? But you do have to let go of this, okay? But in case, I feel like it's very few of you that Spirit is saying you're not going in the correct direction, you need to reassess. You could do that, but again, take it as it resonates. If you think that message about being going in the wrong direction is for you, Spirit is saying to sit down, you know, kind of reassess the situation. If there are things or people or situations that are causing you unnecessary stress and are not helping you grow, reassess that and see what you can do about it, you know, let go of them or stuff like that. But if it is about not giving up, I feel like you will know that again. Trust the wave you came in on time is not running out, because there's this kind of like, yeah, it's this card, it's a lot about urgency, right? With the time is not running out kind of card. So you could be feeling like, again, I feel like maybe, yeah, it's like you feel that you've had so many karmic relationships and situations that you have to work through, that maybe you think you are the problem and you are the one that's choosing wrong. You're not exactly choosing wrong, okay? All of that is part of your path for a reason. Spirit doesn't want you to suffer, okay? Nor your spirit team, not any of them. But sometimes going through painful experiences is kind of necessary for us to grow, okay? But with this card right here, there's an angel here, and he is pointing the woman. You don't have to be a woman. Kind of like pointing to where they need to go. Okay, so it's kind of like holding her and saying, not this way, this way. So this is also about your focus. Okay, so you need to instead of focusing on this, to let go of it. It's kind of like the spirit is saying to try to be focus on other things that are not bad in your life. And I just heard kind of like someone, this is not spirit that said that, saying like, there's nothing good about my life. There is, okay? Sit down, reassess your life, see the good things. Maybe you are in a difficult relationship. I was gonna say situation, but I did say relationship, so maybe that's for you. You could be dealing with that, and so you feel kind of helpless, and you feel like, okay, so my life is not that great considering this is happening, right? But there are still things that you can be grateful for, like, for example, you can see, hear, touch, whatever, you know, what applies to you. You can say that and be grateful and focus on the fact that you are still going, that you've been through so much and you're still holding on. And overall, trusting that there will be a better tomorrow. That's a phrase that they said in my head right now. There will be a better tomorrow, so trust that, okay? The message here is like specifically to not give up and to not, you know, not let go of yourself, to not lose yourself because there are bad things that have happened to you, okay? The only thing you need to let go of is this. Whatever this is in the Ten of Wands is kind of holding you back. It's kind of like you're almost ready to let go of all of this because it's piled up so much, but you can't go to this devil energy, okay? Because this energy is not, I mean, it's never great. There are very few instances in which the devil signifies something good, okay? And considering the cards that are surrounding it, it's like you're almost one step away from this energy right here, and this is not a good energy, okay? You need to let go of this, whatever it is. It could be resentment, it could be fear, it could be maybe things that have happened in your past where you're still kind of carrying that trauma with you. With this Consort card here, maybe Spirit is saying that maybe you would need to see some type of professional for this if this is specifically psychological. So don't disregard that, but again, it's up to you what you do, right? But know that Spirit is on your side and your spirit team is guiding you. It says diving deep here. So again, with this reassessing your priorities, focusing on your highest priorities, and assessing where you're at in life, it's to go within. You need to go deep. This is kind of like a hanged man energy, okay? So you need to stop for a second and see where you're focusing your energy. If there are people or situations in your life that are no longer serving you, that you don't need them there anymore, and they're only causing you pain, and see where you're at, because maybe you're so kind of like locked because you're in this Ten of Wands energy right now that it's not that you strayed from your path. It's kind of like, I heard hurdles. Like there are things that are kind of holding you back when you could walk around them. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like you're focusing on the bad stuff, on the hurdles that you find, and not on the journey itself. Okay, so there are a lot here about control issues and you know, and like Spirit understands. Like they said understand. Like I understand that it's difficult. He's not keep saying he. I'm sorry. I'm just used to it because I was a Christian, so I always say he. But it's you know, they're saying they understand. Okay, that it's difficult. They're not trying to shame you or tell you anything. They're simply trying to guide you to where you need to be. Okay, don't feel like they are judging you or that they're disappointed in you. Okay. Let me get some charms for you. By the way, I'm not looking, but you have to trust me here. Get a charm for. Ooh. I only got, okay, that's interesting. These are tiny cards. I doubt you can see them. This is like the Tower of Pisa, however you say it, I'm not sure. You got the Knight of Pentacles, a little card that says Voyage, and the Four of Cups. Oh, there's something under that. Oh, the Knight of Cups. That's interesting. Okay, I just want a charm. I didn't want to. Okay, what is this? Oh, okay. So you got the Fairy. Let me get one more at least. Okay. You have the little hedgehog, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Okay. So this is a lot like the Chariot card for me because it reminds me of a specific Chariot card that I have. So again, with the Chariot card, I just want to remind you that the Chariot card, there's this white Sphinx and then there's this black one. It doesn't mean that one is good or bad, it's just the duality of the situation, okay? So again, you are on the Chariot, okay? It's up to you where you focus your energy and which way you go. Spirit is gonna always try to guide you to where you need to be, but you do have free will, okay? And there are certain things that you can definitely choose for yourself. And the thing is that you don't even have to make a conscious choice to say, oh, I'm going this way. Just where your energy is guiding you to either one of these paths, okay? It doesn't mean that one is good or bad, right or wrong. It's simply two different paths, and they want you to reassess whether you are in the path that you want to follow. Okay, that's all they want you to know. To question that and see if this path that you're following is not causing this. Okay, if it's not your path that's causing this, it could be other people, it could be a relationship, it could be, I keep saying relationship, I don't know why. It could be a situation, a work situation, at school, whatever that is. Okay, and with this hedgehog, it's kind of like these defense mechanisms, because I always see the hedgehog as something that's trying to protect itself from harm. If you have, if you know, like for a fact, that you have a lot of defense mechanisms, it's simply a defense mechanism. And what I mean by that is that sometimes our defense mechanisms are not correct. The mind lies a lot. Okay, and by protecting yourself, sometimes it's kind of like you are not letting even your spirit team come in to guide you. Okay, because you're closing yourself in a way that, yeah, you're not letting anyone hurt you, but you're not letting anyone help you either. Okay, so if you're here, you're opening up a little bit, but spirit needs to tell you this now that they can. Okay, so you got all this. This one says voyage again with that chariot thing that I saw. And look at, you got 2 pages. Well, actually, it's like a knight. It's a knight. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. The knights are in movement, right? So you can choose to go with this knight this way or this way. Okay, you have the 4 of Cups here, which the 4 of Cups usually represents something that you maybe do not want, maybe boredom, stagnation. And this Tower of Pisa card for me is once again about resilience and not letting go. So you can either go here with this knight, and I mean, not letting go, not letting go, not giving up, then go this way and keep moving forward and reassessing the path that you're on to see if it's the correct one for you. Or you can go this way, where you may end up with something that you're not exactly happy about. With the Ten of Swords here and the Six of Cups, this is definitely, I feel like this is definitely about your path, your past. So there are things in your past, and once again with this Ten of Wands, that are holding you back for some reason. They could be childhood, because we do have the Six of Cups right here. So with this Counselor card, again, if you need help doing this, I know that therapy is not something that's accessible for everyone. So instead of doing that, try to inform yourself about it. You have internet, you can look things up, right? Because I feel like maybe you don't even know why you feel so burdened, because you're not sure what's burdening you, right? You're not sure why you have this kind of like exhaustion within you, and because it's, I feel like a lot of it's emotional, even though we have the ones here. Okay, so yeah, there's a need to heal the past so you can move on to a better future. And with this Ten of Swords, which usually the Ten of Swords is not a good sign, but because we do have the Six of Cups in this position, I feel like it's kind of like killing this old version of yourself, or these old past hurts. It doesn't mean that they're gonna disappear. It's simply saying you're not gonna hurt me anymore. Okay, this happened, but it's in the past. It can't keep hurting me now because I'm trying to move forward. Okay, so it's kind of like they said the word reconciling with your past and whatever happened. It doesn't mean that you're forgiving. Forgiveness is good, but I mean, like, it doesn't mean that you are forgetting what happened or allowing people that hurt you back into your life. It simply means to let it go, in the sense that it's not gonna hurt you anymore, and you're not gonna allow it to lead you astray or stop you on your past. Okay, on your path, right? So the courage to keep going, the courage to hold on was the thing that they said before this pile, right? Let me actually, can I get one more here? What is this? Leo. See, Leo, courage. Leo is associated with this courage and this bravery, right? Because it's the lion. So there it is. You could be a Leo, but not necessarily. So you need to be in that energy, in that Leonian energy of moving forward, even though you may be afraid, or maybe you are not like, again, moving forward with the new path that you have chosen for yourself, because maybe this one that you're in again is not the best for you, but that's up to your situation, right? And to keep moving forward despite those hurdles. So you don't have to stop when you see them. You can simply assess them, solve them, and move forward. Okay, you don't have to let them stop you and then keep piling up on your back. Okay, so that's the message that Spirit has for you. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put out new videos every Thursday at 7 a.m. EST and occasionally on Sundays. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you want to keep yourself updated with the channel, because I do all of my updates over there, and I post daily readings and other channel messages. Okay, also I have the donation section. If this reading was especially helpful for you and you want to give me something, you can do that 100%, but know that it's never expected, although it's always appreciated. Okay, so I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and much love to you. Okay, bye bye. Hello, if you chose pile 2 with the soda light, this is your reading. Just now, before I start your reading, Spirit said the word longing to me. So I don't know if you're what it is you're longing for. Maybe you are longing for a relationship, longing for answers. I heard the word answers. You may be longing for happiness or something like that. We'll see, but I just wanted to tell you that I heard that word. And if you chose a sign, you could, I forgot to say this in the beginning, it could come up in the cards, it could come up in the charms, but it could also come up in the environment that you're in right now or later, depending on what you ask Spirit for. Okay, so that you see, your first card is Big Happy Changes with that rainbow there. There's hope. Okay, let's get into these ones. You got Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper. With that longing card. I'm sorry, Defenselessness, Righting Past Wrongs, Uprooting. And then, okay, I have a lot of cards. You have Yesod, I believe that's how you say it, Root, Connection. Then you got that, Null, Emptiness. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Then you got Compassion, Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Then you got Career Transition, Archangel Shamuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. With this Be Happy Changes, you may definitely be changing careers, and for good, because we do have this card here. And you got Courage, Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. And then for your tarot we have Strength, see, with that Courage card, interesting. Everyone, the other two groups got like this message about the courage to be, and then something, it was like a different word, but I didn't get one for your group. For your group instead I got longing, so I don't know, we'll see what that means. So you got the World, you got the Page of Wands, you got the Lovers, and you got the Two of Swords. Okay, so the Big Happy Change, that's kind of like the main energy of this message for you. So yes, there's something better coming. Okay, but again, with that longing, I feel like this is something that you've probably been waiting for some time, and you've been, yeah, you're someone that's definitely been doing your healing, and you're kind of like God when you don't have to believe in God. That's just the word that came to mind. Also, before I forget, look up the meaning of solar light. Maybe that's an additional message for you. I do not know the exact meanings of those crystals because I am not a crystal person, but so just wanted to say that. So triggering a career change. If you've been, I feel like that's pretty clear. If you've been feeling like there's something that you want to do with your career, maybe it could even be changing whatever you're studying, or just quitting your job and starting a new position, or moving up, or changing to a different position within your job already. Spirit is saying go ahead and do so. If follow your intuition though, because this is a general reading, right? And you have Star Ancestors, so your ancestors are definitely guiding you, first of all. But okay, so I heard clairvoyance, so maybe you could be clairvoyant. You could receive downloads from Spirit themselves. Okay, and they say to trust those, because here this is something here specifically because this is a root. It refers to the root chakra, which has to do with being grounded, but that is kind of like this emptiness, this concept of being the nothingness. It sounds pretty weird, but You have to find, it's not like Spirit is saying that you have to find this balance between having your feet, you know, straight and sturdy on the earth, um, and being kind of spiritual and being either in your mind and trusting your intuition. You have both, okay? Um, if you stray too much to this side, you kind of lose touch with this physical reality. If you stray too much to this side, you could lose a little bit of touch with your intuition and the way you receive messages from Spirit, okay? So he's saying, first of all, to have that balance, especially with these two right here, the Lover's card, Two of Swords. But yeah, so the Courage card, I feel like it's tying into this career transition. It doesn't have to be a career transition. It could be a transition to just about anything. Maybe you are doing something and you feel like you have to do something else. You can go ahead and, um, do that, because that's what Spirit is saying here. With the Some Sorry card, even though it says I'm sorry, you have this roots right here, which is interesting with the root card. So again, with your ancestor, maybe you have to do some ancestral healing. Now, that is, let's say, I'm gonna say that it's really difficult. It can be very painful at times. But if you're feeling called to do it, if you feel like you have to do it, you don't have to hold yourself back. Be courageous and go ahead and do it, okay? Because I feel like that's gonna trigger a lot of good things for you. There's something here about alignment. I'm gonna bring this card closer to you, because there's a woman here. You don't have to be a woman. Is holding her hands up, but there are these angels like on the edge of all the cards. They're always in these cards, but their hands are in alignment with the woman's hands, right? So you have to align your body and your mind, of course. The physical self, the root, the one that has to do with the root chakra, but also aligning with your higher self. So that's gonna help you. Whatever this change is gonna help you be more aligned with who you are in all aspects. Okay, so mind, body, soul, whatever you believe in, is gonna help you be in alignment. Okay. Now, you got 3 major arcanas here. You got the Strength card, which we already know what it is, but we also have the World, and with this Page of Wands right here, again with this career transition, it's like this starting something that maybe you're passionate about, or feeling like you're gonna again, because the World is like the end of a cycle. So maybe now you feel like you have to move on to something else, and you feel like this page, it's not, either you're not completely sure about what to do, or you're not, something kind of like walking a road you haven't walked before. But Spirit is saying that's gonna be okay. You have the Lover's card. Maybe you were longing, like I said before, for a relationship, which, I mean, there's an omen for that here. But this is also about alignment. Again, your masculine and feminine energy, and this spirituality and the earthy part of yourself. So there's a lot here about balance and, following your intuition overall here, okay? But we do have this Two of Swords right here, which the Two of Swords is kind of like this energy of feeling blocked, but you have 2 swords. Again, you have 2 paths. This has to do a lot with pile 1, by the way. So maybe you'd like to watch that one, or you watched it already. But this Two of Swords is about keeping yourself blindfolded, and we can't do that, okay? It's kind of like to not allow your mind and your fear to kind of get in the way of what your intuition is telling you, because I feel like your intuition could be telling you to change, do this transition, do this healing, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, and your fear maybe is trying to stop you a little bit, so you're kind of like in the middle of both energies, not knowing what to do. Spirit is saying to follow your intuition and to trust the messages that you may be receiving, okay? Okay. I'm gonna get you some charms now. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. By the way, I don't look when I pick the charms, but ooh, that one got stuck on my nail. So you got the Capricorn charm. Then you also got this. Oh, these are tiny cards. This one's like a T. So yeah, a need for relaxation. Maybe you've been working a lot. Just because, I mean, we do have Capricorn over there. Capricorn is like this kind of like hustling energy. But you have this T card here, which I take it as relaxing and taking some time for yourself. Maybe you feel like you don't have actually any time to stop and take care of yourself, but that's going to be very beneficial to you, especially because they're trying to get some messages across to you. specifically your ancestors here. Spirit too, but you know, your ancestors are trying to get you to heal something, because I feel like um, maybe you're walking a path right now where you've been doing the same things some of your ancestors have done, and there's a different path meant for you, and you feel that it's different. So if you need to do ancestral healing, don't be discouraged by the fact that it may be difficult. If you feel like you have to do it, do it, okay? You also got the Seven of Cups right here, which is kind of like this confused energy, like I said before, so kind of like this energy a little bit. Let me get something else. What did I get? Okay, so that's Aries. That's interesting. Yeah, so that Aries is the first sign of the Zodiac. I mean, at least as I know it, which I feel like it ties in with this page right here. So kind of like doing something. Yeah, okay. Hold on. I feel like if we're gonna compare Capricorn to any energy on the deck, you will compare it to some type of king, maybe the King of Pentacles, but Aries represents the Emperor. So there's this passion and drive to move forward, which is represented here with this Page of Wands specifically. And it's kind of like what you have to do. You have to move on to something new, because I have here the Strength card and the World card, which, even though the Strength card doesn't exactly have to do with foundations, I feel like this is a femur. This bone right here is a femur, okay, which goes on your leg. It kind of supports your whole body, right? So I feel like there's this end of a cycle to something that you have a good foundation for, but now you're starting something new that you may not have a good foundation in. So the first step for you is to create kind of like that foundation for yourself, but you have to be bold for some reason. So you have to be bold in your decision to move forward here, okay? Because it's really easy to stay in your comfort zone and not do something new out of fear or out of telling yourself that you like exactly where you are, okay? So let's see what else here. I keep getting charms from the Zodiac sign. So you got Leo again. The first group got Leo again. So with this Courage card here, I'm kind of wondering why you didn't get like the Courage 2 message. But I'm guessing the longing was a little bit more important. So maybe, oh, okay. So maybe you're someone that's longing for home. If you're someone that says that a lot, that's a card from this deck, which is not here. So maybe you're longing to have a place to call your own, or a place where you feel it's home for you. Sometimes home is not specifically a place, sometimes home is a person, but maybe that's what you're kind of longing for. And if you're looking specifically for some type of relationship, or for some type of home, first of all, if it's about a home, Spirit is saying, you need to build this foundation. So move ahead and be bold about it, okay? Maybe you're trying to look for a house right now. Don't be passive when you're looking for it, if that makes sense. Try to look actively, and when you're trying to make like maybe, I don't know, strike a deal with some seller, be bold and be assertive, okay? But if this is about a relationship specifically, Spirit is saying that as you move along in this change, whatever this change is, the change, it's gonna like, the change is like right in front of you, and you have to take this first step with this Aries energy right here. But once you do, again, you're gonna see a lot of good things come into your life, including a relationship, if that's what you're looking for, okay? If you are currently in a relationship, though, it's kind of like Spirit is saying that it's, first of all, it seems to be a stable one. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It seems you know what your situation is. If it is not for you, disregard it. But if you're not exactly completely committed yet, if you're already in a relationship, that's gonna come ahead. If not, if you're single right now, you're gonna get a relationship that is committed. So it's not like a fling of some sort. You may even meet a soulmate, maybe a twin flame. I don't know if you already have, but we do have the Lovers here, right? But the Lovers is also about making a choice, okay, a decision. So these big happy changes are here. This career decision is here. This healing, this ancestral healing is here. But you do have to choose to move forward with it, okay? And with this Compassion card, Yeah, and this reminds me of the Aries here. So even though it doesn't say that here, it's kind of like this angel is kind of harnessing his own energy. Okay, so you have a lot of potential for manifestations here. Okay, so maybe you have been manifesting and you feel like maybe they haven't been working, but it's kind of like you have to pull your energy from wherever it is, because maybe your energy is like a little bit scattered right now. Um, if you pull that energy in, you call it back to you, you restore your own energy, you can 100% put that energy into whatever it is that you want, and you're going to attract it to you, because you have a lot of potential here. You have the Capricorn, you have the Aries, you have the Leo. This is leader to me in so many ways, okay? And with this courage here as well. So kind of, I heard pioneers. So maybe it's like you're a pioneer in whatever you do in some way. I don't know what that means. You could be a pioneer within your family, deciding to do this ancestral healing or this career change, whatever it is. Or you could be even a pioneer in your field in some way, or you will be. Okay, so it's kind of like, don't be afraid to be bold. Don't be afraid to be assertive. That's what you're meant to be doing, because you're a leader. Okay, you have the strength card. You have this right here. So it's kind of like, you had the strength here, you did what you did what you had to do, you created a foundation, you finished this cycle, and now you're starting another one, okay? But you do have to decide to move forward, okay? You have to decide which way you're going. Although I'm pretty sure you know already. I don't feel like you're like group 1, where you didn't know where to go or if you were in the right place. I feel like you don't even have specifically 2 choices. It's kind of like your choice here is to move not left or right. It's kind of like to move forward or stay where you are, if that makes any type of sense. Okay, and Spirit said right now, I love you and I see you, whatever that means for you. I don't know if maybe you think that Spirit is not listening to you, but they are. I say he is. I'm sorry. It's an old habit, right? But they are. Okay. Let me hold on. I know she has like a necklace here, and it may be a lion, but to be honest, to me it looks like a fox for some reason, and I felt the need to say that. I don't know if that's the sign that you asked for. They're also showing me in my head the magician from one of my decks, in which the magician is a fox, right? So again, that energy of being kind of like a pioneer and being a leader of some kind, using your wit properly. Again, about the being assertive thing, if you're looking specifically for something, it's kind of like, don't settle for less. If you know what you want and you're being offered, let's say, something that's less than what you want and deserve, again, Spirit is saying to be assertive, to not be passive in this situation, okay? Because you have the strength to get to where you need to be, right? You have the drive to do so, so you only have to follow it, okay? To trigger these big happy changes. I mean, they're gonna come for you either way, but if you decide to move forward now, it's gonna be better. It's kind of like you're gonna enjoy it for longer. I don't know what that means. So maybe if you do this now, if you do this career transition, you're gonna enjoy from whatever big happy changes and rewards and blessings that change triggers earlier in your life than if you maybe choose to stay where you are right now, even though you have the opportunity to move forward, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, that's what Spirit wanted to tell you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put out new videos every Thursday at 7 a.m. EST, and occasionally on Sundays. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you want to, because I do all of my updates about the channel over there, and I also post daily readings and other channel messages. Also, I have a donation section if you want to give me something for this message, or if you like my channel, you can go ahead and do that. It is never expected though, even though it's always appreciated, okay? So I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and much love to you, okay? Bye bye. Hello, you chose by all 3 with 0 reading. You chose the hematite, and I wanted to say that hematite, I believe, has to do with protection. I do know about that one because I have hematite here earrings that I use. They're for protection, so maybe you are asking for protection. This card is going to be kind of like the central theme of, or energy of, the message that Spirit wants to give you. But if you chose a sign from Spirit, the sign could turn up within the cards or in the charms, but it could also turn up in whatever environment you're in, okay? So wherever you are. So you got within the next few weeks. Ooh, I like that. Okay. What else? So you got fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. I forgot again. Oh my god, I have like the worst memory. Before I started the readings, I got a specific the courage two sentences for the first pile and this pile specifically. The second pile got a different message, but for you, I got the message the courage, having the courage to have the courage to let go, and that makes sense here with the surrender card. Okay, so I just wanted to say that, and you also got cold, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. That's really interesting. Okay, let's see what else I can add here. Okay, I have here that I can add. Okay, so you got Raziel, Angel of Mysteries. Ooh. Azrael, Angel of Death. Okay, okay. Then you got healthy lifestyle, Archangel Raphael. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. You got clairaudience, Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. And right now, I'm actually hearing that this with this cold card and this clairaudience, maybe you've been getting signs about specifically your mission here, your main light work that you have to do in this life. And maybe you've been seeing it like all around, even maybe the internet, even though you've never searched it up. So maybe you're seeing stuff about coaching, maybe you're seeing stuff about, I don't know, a career in medicine. For some reason I'm hearing that, or maybe you're doing something spiritual. I feel like you're getting a ton of signs about it, maybe even hearing people talk about it, or it doesn't even have to be clairaudience. Maybe you're seeing ads on social media and stuff like that, which is really interesting. And then you got breathe, Archangel Raphael. You got two of him. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release all patterns. See that letting go thing. Okay. And you got the Hierophant, the Hermit, the Star. Oh, jeez. Okay. The Five of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Bro. Okay. I like this message. And you got three major arcana, like one right after the other, okay? So, the courage to let go, which is the first thing that I got for your pile, it has to do with the surrender card, with this breathe, okay? So, within the next few weeks, I'm not sure what that could mean for you, but it could mean that you're gonna get, like, if it's not an opportunity, I'm feeling specifically, you may get an idea about something that you want to do, that you've been called to do for a long time. So maybe, okay, so this is very specific. It will not resonate for everyone. This is probably for just a few people. Maybe you had something in your childhood that you wanted to do, something that you wanted to be, something that you wanted to study, whatever it is. And maybe in the next couple of weeks, there's a chance that you could revisit that and be like, okay, why don't I try that? And maybe you feel really called to do it now. But whatever the case may be, if you feel this urge to do something, that you're being called to do something because you're seeing a lot of signs about it, or you feel like it's definitely for you, Spirit is saying to go ahead with it. We do have Azrael, the Angel of Death here. I really associate him with the Death card, obviously. So that's really interesting. Maybe you're someone who's later, not later. So maybe you're older than, let's say, maybe you're in your 20s or 30s. Not necessarily, but I'm feeling like you're someone that has already walked a certain path, and now you're being called to walk another that maybe has been within you the whole time, but you're only remembering it now. Now, that doesn't mean that you were in the wrong path. I feel like that was very well meant for you. And this is not like the pile one where they were maybe not where they were supposed to be, or maybe they felt like they weren't in the right path. No, you were on the right path, and whatever is happening now, they're being called to do. It was meant to happen like this. So you were meant to do something first and then this, okay? So maybe you're someone that's gonna start your light work a little bit later than other people. Not necessarily, but I do want to put that out there because I feel like that's the case. Within the next few weeks, take what resonates and leave what does not. It's either that you're gonna receive like this download, specifically if you're a clairaudience, about somewhere you need to go. When I say somewhere, it could be like a physical place, which they just specified that to me. But maybe it's a specific thing that you want to do, and you receive that download and you feel like you have to go ahead and do it. If you do receive that download, trust it. But I feel like maybe You're simply gonna remember, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like you're gonna remember something that you used to like, or remember what you actually came here for, which is tremendous energy. Okay, you do have the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the Star. This is really interesting to me because the Hierophant is kind of like things that are already established. So when you think High Priestess and Hierophant, the High Priestess is more flowy, more feminine energy that's kind of like ever changing. The Hierophant is more like, let's say, like an established religion. You don't have to be religious, but that's what I'm comparing it to. So something that's very established and that follows rules and stuff like that, right? But then you got the Hermit, and then you got the Star. So I feel like, again, you're trying something new and following the guidance that you're receiving, following what you're being called to do with this star right here. If you see the star, it's pointing up. So first of all, you're very guided, and like I said, you could receive that download specifically. Extremes of life. Yeah. Angel of Mysteries. So maybe you're gonna have to move forward with this cold thing without having all the answers about it, even though you will kind of like, you will be receiving the answers, but maybe you are not gonna have every single answer or every single kind of like reason to move forward, if that makes sense. So maybe you get something, like I said, if you're older, let's say that you've already been through college or something like that, and now you're like, I'm older now, I already have a career, why would I go back to school? This is just an example. So that may be difficult for you. Maybe you don't feel like you can go back to studying right now. So there's a chance that this thing you're being called to do presents itself. It's maybe it will be a little bit challenging for you, and that's why maybe you're gonna start questioning it, whether it's the right thing to do or not. Because you're finding all these difficulties around it. Maybe you're encountering some resistance, specifically if there's a place that you want to go to, that you feel called to go to, because you keep getting this resistance to not go there. I feel like usually people will feel like that means they're not supposed to go, but I feel like you are actually supposed to go. Like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like you need to go. Like, no matter what, you need to go. I was gonna say that I was gonna use charms, and look at all I got in my hand. Okay, that's interesting. So you got the 8 of Wands. See, so you need to move forward, like, without delay. It doesn't matter, like, through fear, through anything. You just move forward, because this one said the courage to let go. So it's kind of like the courage to let go of your old life. So you can move into this that you're being called to do. This is like a little bowler hat that I have, and I'm gonna explain what it means in a second. And again, you're very guided. You're being watched over, and you're receiving a lot of guidance from Spirit, even if you don't see it clearly. You could, because you do have this clairvoyance, but not necessarily. This I'm never sure. I'm not sure what this is, but for me, this kind of represents kind of like magic in a way. So you could be a witch. Oh, see, something fell over here and I didn't see it. That's the 5 of Pentacles. That's interesting. Hold on. The freedom. You have freedom here, and these are handcuffs, which is always interesting to me. You got 2 5s here with the 5 of Pentacles and this 5 of Wands. Like I said, you could be encountering some resistance, or maybe if it's about traveling specifically, maybe you don't think you have enough money right now, or if it's not about that and it's simply a new path, maybe you feel like it's a path that you're gonna have to walk alone, and I'm not sure how true that is, because that could be your fear itself. I feel like maybe you think that if you go towards this thing that you're being called to do, you will not be able to kind of turn back if things go bad. First of all, I don't feel like things are gonna go bad, like, at all. But letting go, having the courage to let go, is not it doesn't mean that you're destroying everything you did already, okay? It simply means you're choosing something new. Okay, your experiences are never gonna be in vain. There's a reason why you had to go through that first, because Spirit did specify that whatever you did first, and now being called to do maybe something completely different, it was meant to be like that for some reason, and that's gonna be revealed to you later. I'm not gonna be the person to tell you, because he's not telling me right now. They are not telling me. I keep saying he. I'm so sorry. And you have, you have this 10 of Cups. So this is like emotional fulfillment specifically. This could be about family as well, because in the original Rider-Waite tarot, there's a couple, and there's this rainbow you know, the rainbow, something. Okay, I'm sorry. I do have music on, but that wasn't the music. I heard kind of like you know, one of those old telephone rings, you know, of the old ones, like the ones that you would like have like this round thing. I don't remember the name, but I kind of heard it. So maybe you will be receiving a call soon. But it also has to do with cold here. So maybe it's literally about this, and they're confirming it, or you're literally gonna receive an important call. Maybe you're gonna receive it right now, maybe you're gonna receive it later. But the thing is that it's important. I don't know why. I specifically heard a telephone ringtone, that like an old telephone ringtone, not like a cell phone. No, 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 like an old telephone. If you know what those, if you know about those, like the way they sound, yeah, that. It's kind of like starting anew for you, and Spirit doesn't want you to be afraid of it, because you know this is your past, your path. Like, you know. I feel like this entire message, the whole reading of all the piles have been about path, like your path, and Spirit is really focused on that. Okay, so don't be afraid, because you're being guided. If you're being guided and your intuition is telling you to move forward, you don't have to worry about anything else. Everything will be provided for you. You will find ways to do things. Okay, I need one more for some reason. Let's see. And you got, oh, see, you got Capricorn as well, just like the second pile, right? So definitely this could be related to work. But Capricorn, I feel like Capricorns are people who go after what they want. Um, Maybe in a way that's a little bit different from, let's say, a fire sign, but they're still people who are like on their hustle, like at all times. So again, and because Capricorn is like the second, or the third last zodiac sign, it has to do a lot with this Hierophant energy. I don't remember what sign is associated with the Hierophant. Like, I don't remember at all, but it's kind of like this established individual. So maybe you're already an established individual, and that's what they're saying here. But just because you've been established in something before doesn't mean you can't try something new. Because you could be stagnant, like in one place or in an area of your life, and you don't know how to get out of it. And the way to get out of it is to try something new. Okay, and you're specifically being called. So like, this is your soul mission. Okay, so maybe you are literally a light worker. And maybe you're someone that hasn't done spiritual work, and so you're like a little bit confused as to how you're gonna do it. But you don't have to worry about that. You're gonna figure it out on the way there, and you're gonna learn a lot. So maybe specifically you will find someone that's gonna guide you, which is very specific. It will not be for everyone, but maybe you will get some type of teacher or some type of tutor or something like that to help you along with this journey. Maybe you'll need it, but it doesn't have to be like a person. It could be a spirit guide. Okay, so this card, why are they calling me to this one? This is the Five of Wands, which has to do sometimes with conflict, but this is not a road that you have to walk alone. I feel like you thought that you will be alone if you go through this thing, you know, like you won't have people next to you, but I feel like you will. You're gonna receive a lot of help from people here on the physical and from the other side as well. Okay, so you definitely don't have to worry about it. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, so that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put out new videos every Thursday at 7 a.m. EST and occasionally on Sundays. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, because I post all of my updates over there about the channel, and I also post daily readings and other channel messages. Also, I want to say that I have a donation section. If you want to give me something because of the reading, or if you especially resonate with this, you can go ahead and do so, but it's never expected, although it's always appreciated. Okay, so I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and much love to you. Okay, bye bye.